everyone to Drawn Together, spelled with a two, or spelled? Yeah, spelled with a two. That's the correct thing. My name is Sky. I am your host here, and I am here with notorious LaCroix lover and artist, Olive Jess.
Hi, I do like LaCroix.
You are, when I think of LaCroix, you are the only person I think of.
Good. Keep it that way.
Okay, good to know. Just so you all are aware, Olive is the #1 LaCroix enjoyer in the world. I will
sponsor me.
I will accept no other, so that's how it's gonna be. But we are here today on Drawn Together with Olive, who is one of my wonderful artist friends. Olive runs a Patreon, makes a webcomic, does a whole bunch of stuff. And we've only known each other for about 3 years. We actually had to discuss that before this because I couldn't remember how long it had been.
Me neither. I only knew because I was looking at old art, and I knew when you appeared in my life via my art.
That's kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah.
That's sort of
like, this is when Sky happened.
Yeah, it's interesting when you make friends with artists. Like, you can look at the timeline of your artwork and kind of see like, oh, hey, this person exists now in my artwork.
Yeah.
On top of all of that, Olive is a longtime Warrior Cats enjoyer.
This is true.
DM'd a Warrior Cats RPG that I played in, did a fabulous job at it for her very first time DMing. And we're gonna see lots of evidence of that in your early artwork. It only took me like 1 second of looking to be like, yep, there's Warrior Cats.
It's in my early art and then it like fades away, but it's still there, so I promise.
And now it's back.
And now it's back in the building.
Exactly. It's funny because I never actually consumed Warrior Cats as a kid. I was too overwhelmed by the amount of books. Like, I was always like, yeah, a story about cats living in the wild? That's exactly what I want. And then I like went to try and figure out where I was supposed to start, and I was like, oh my god, there's so much.
I don't think I even knew how many books there were. I was just like, I went to the library, there was a cat on the cover, and I was like, that one, yeah.
This is where I shall begin, and it will become a mental illness.
Only a little one.
Oh, yeah, just a little one. Just a little cat illness. It's fine. And let's start at the beginning with, because we haven't talked a lot about your like growing up with artwork and your experience with art in general. So I'm curious, like, what kind, I mean, obviously we talked about Warrior Cats. Did your interest in drawing kind of start with Warrior Cats, or was it, is it something that you were doing long before that?
It was with Warrior Cats.
Yeah.
I don't have a single memory of drawing until it was cats.
Interesting.
Yep.
None before Warrior Cats. That's crazy.
Nothing I can remember. My mother there is a single old book at my parents' house with 4 pages, I want to say, of scribbled crayon drawings that are not cat related. But I don't remember doing those. And there's not a lot. It was not until cats that I actually started drawing that I can remember.
So I'm pulling up this lovely file folder of your childhood and teen artwork. And very specifically, we were talking about this at the beginning, and I wanted to talk to give Olive the chance to discuss this. So all of these are numbered for me, but very specifically, this first one is called, I think this drawing made me gain consciousness. So let me just pull this up for everyone. Yeah, so this is the drawing that made Olive gain consciousness, apparently.
Yep, this is it, everybody.
This is the one.
This is Spotted Leaf.
Spotted Leaf. Okay.
From the first Warrior Cats book. She dies, if you don't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Very, very vividly, I remember laying down in my grandmother's house on her really prickly carpet floor in their back room that almost no one uses. My elbows in the carpet getting itchy from the carpet, and my mother's phone propped up as this was made from a YouTube drawing tutorial.
Okay.
So the very old early YouTube when drawing tutorials were not like even the most amazing themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of my early stuff was old Warrior Cat drawing tutorials. I remember this was also, the tutorial itself was on paper. It was a person using, you know, pencil and eraser, recording clearly with their phone in one hand.
That's so wild.
And I just remember it so vividly. And I'm like, man, I think I gained consciousness. I remember everything.
Yeah, that is a lot of detail to that memory. Like, remembering like the itchiness of the carpet and stuff, that classic shag carpeting is crazy. I see the like the cat tutorial here. It's so funny to kind of look at, because it's you know, at first when I was looking at this, I was like, does she only have 3 legs? And then I realized you've got one bent up leg here, and then the second back leg is really like mid-torso.
Mid-torso, yeah.
And I was like, but I mean, it's honestly a really good piece of art for child art. And I love like that you still have a picture of it all this time. This one's already a vast improvement here though. Like our leg goes from mid-torso to the back. Yeah.
I think this one was not with the drawing tutorial, I'm pretty sure. I think I just like grabbed another page and stared at Spotted Leaf and was like, let's do her again, but make it Firestar.
Okay, so this one's Fire. Yeah, okay, that makes sense with the stripes. Okay, okay, yeah. We can really see the process in the background of this piece. You can see lots of eraser marks.
There's a lot going on.
Yep, yeah, and those classic child anime eyes too. I feel like that is a universal experience, honestly.
I think it is, yeah.
And then
this was definitely later. I'm not sure. So a little important thing to put down is I lost a lot of my like older art. So that was my really early on paper art. And then I started moving to computer art a little bit, but like almost all of that is lost to the tides.
Yeah.
I think this was when I started a little bit of computer art, but was still doing some sketching, mostly whenever I was in school. So this was a little bit later. My cats, they improved a little bit.
They definitely did. Yeah.
I drew heads so big for so long.
Again, I feel like giant heads is also kind of a universal art experience, you know? Like, I think because that is the main focus for children, is like the head shape when you're learning. And it's the most impressive portion. When you are a child, you're like, everyone's impressed by your eyes and how you draw, things like that. So it tends to be the focus in like child artwork. You really stepped up your detail game here with the with the flower crown / sash. And we've got some like curly cues going on in the fur. And then we've got a person. We've got a human being. No more cats.
So I was still drawing a lot of cats at this time, and I have behind me I have a cabinet just full of old sketchbooks. Because I lost a lot of my young digital art, but I have almost all of my physical art still. My mother was insisting I kept it.
Okay.
But this is at some point when I had a lot of cat characters, and I started being like, well, I should draw them as humans sometimes. So this actually is a cat character that I started drawing as a human. And I don't remember. I think I started drawing humans only because I was getting embarrassed at school a little bit.
Oh.
I was like, let me draw humans while I'm at school, and then I'll go home and I'll be free. I think that was a little period of time there when I was like, oh, I can't let them know.
I can't let them know that I like the cats.
I can't.
And then, okay. Oh, and we've got a name for her now, Annabeth.
I don't know who Annabeth is. I don't think this is a cat. I think this is just a woman.
This is just Annabeth. That's it.
Well, yeah, this is just Annabeth. This is when I started like leaning into really thinking that you have to have a style.
Oh, so you were like, I gotta get with it. I gotta develop.
I gotta get with it. And we'll see this in some of the later numbered ones as well, where it gets really aggressive with it. But I thought I needed a style, and I thought I wasn't very good at the quote-unquote anime style.
Mhm.
So I started leaning really heavily into like cutesy cartoony style, and I was like,
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
So she gets like very big head, big eyes, teeny, not detailed hands and feet.
Me still to this day. Why draw fingers when you could draw nubs, you know? Oh,
Yeah.
now we've graduated to the digital art here. And we've
Here
got
we go.
cat
So
angst.
This is my oldest OC that I have to this day. She looks entirely different, has a different name, but at this point in time, her name was Flower Pelt. Now I call her Willow Path or Willow Star.
Uh-huh.
But she is who I drew a lot in my younger years. She and the family I gave her. This is one of the few I could give you because all the other ones are so bloody. Little me was just drawing cats dying, and I don't know if my parents weren't concerned.
To be fair, Warrior Cats is incredibly violent.
Yeah, and so I was going through like my old art. I was trying to find some of my really early digital ones. And I'm like, oh, they're just dying.
Everything's dead.
So when I first got into actually drawing on the computer, it was on my parents' computer in their office, obviously. And I only figured out you could draw digitally because my sibling, who's a few years older than me, started drawing digitally first. So little me would stand in front of the office and be like, oh my gosh, can I draw next? Can I draw? Can I watch? Blah, blah, blah.
Aww.
And my sibling was like, get out of here.
Oh, no.
They were mad at me. They did not want me there. They did not want me drawing. They were like, this is my program. This is like what I do, blah, blah, blah. So little me would just wait till my sibling was done, and then I would hop on there, and I just worked on figuring it out entirely by myself because my sibling they were like, you don't get help from me. I don't even want you doing this.
Oh my gosh. They were like, I am going to impede you in every way possible, basically.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. It was Paint Tool SAI, I believe, is what this was drawn on.
Yeah, Paint Tool Psi.
Paint Tool Psi, and I didn't know anything. I only knew how to draw because I would like literally peek around the corner of the office and stare at my sibling and be like, oh, okay, you get a pencil, and you put on the tablet, colors in the square. And then I would get on the computer myself and I would do it. I did a lot of bases, Warrior Cat bases at this time. The ones I gave you were when I graduated from bases, but a lot of my really early starting on digital art were I would find a base online, I'd copy it, I'd paste it in, I'd trace over it, and I'd color it. And back then, I would actually print out every single drawing.
Yes.
And I had a box. I had this little box. It was purple with flowers on it, and I would put all of them in the little purple box, and I think I would take it to school with me.
That's so cute.
It was so bad, the love I had for drawing, that one time a literal tornado was about to hit our house, and my parents were like, girl, we have to seek shelter. And I was like, I have to finish this cat.
You're like, no, I'm drawing a cat.
And then they were like, okay, can we take shelter now, child? And I was like, I have to print my cat out and put it in the box.
You're like, I cannot be, this cat could be lost to the tornado. I need to have a physical copy.
And yeah, my parents eventually dragged me into the shelter and everything ended up being fine. But I was like, gosh, dang it. I'm going to finish this.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, what? That's so crazy.
I was willing to die.
You were willing to die for your cat art. You know what? And that's so real. So I also, when I was a kiddo, did the like drawing and bringing your art with you places. At the time, of course, I'm quite elderly at this point, you know, I'm practically in the grave. We didn't really have, like, printing was so expensive at that point. Like, my parents didn't let me print things until, like, much later when I got into my Inuyasha phase. And then I was printing Inuyasha collages out and putting them in my binders. But when I was really little, my mom would get cold laminate sheets, you know, like the ones that stick together. And I would draw little Pokemon trainers and my favorite Pokemon. And then I would laminate them and my mom would help me cut them out. And then I brought them places with me and played with them like toys. Like,
I never had lamination. I do actually have a little box behind me where I have cut out drawings. Like I drew them on a sketchbook and then I cut them out, and they're in a tiny little box, and they're just little cutouts of cats.
Yeah.
And then I'll just put them on the floor and be like, yeah, look at my guy.
These are my guys. I drew them.
And then I cut them out, but I never laminated anything. I didn't have that. My mother, the hallway to my parents' bedroom is, unfortunately, in my opinion, the walls are covered in hung up artworks of mine.
Oh, that's so
my
cute.
My mom loves it, and it made her so sad when she was first putting it up, and I was freaking out because they're old. And so to me, the one who made them, I'm like, oh, why do you have to do this? Every time I walk to my parents' room, I have to see all my old art. And she's like, but you drew it.
Oh, that's so sweet, though.
I find it cute now that it's been like 2-3 years, but when she first did it, I was like, the artist in me wants to die, Mom.
Yeah, it's like you have to mature enough to recognize that like your old art is part of the journey, and to your parents, it is very much just like an exemplification of what you were at a specific time. And you're their kid, and everything you make is amazing, and they want to remember those moments. But man, it's hard when you're like,
it's hard.
You're
it's
like,
hard. It's on the walls.
Yeah.
It's on the walls.
Yeah. And what's funny is I actually went through that exact experience. So my mother is from England, right? And so most of her childhood stuff stayed in England when she moved away with her parents. And my grandparents, her parents, have both passed away at this point. And recently she went back for my grandmother and was helping clear out the house and stuff. And she had my grandmother had kept some of her old artwork, like essentially her like high school to almost college age work. And so I asked her for some of that artwork, and she was like, why would you want that? Like, it's so bad. And I was like, because I love looking at it. Like, and it's such it's actually really good too. My mother is a good artist. There are some parts of it, like she sent me some pictures of stuff. She was like, you can't have this. But there's so much cringy artwork is such a universal experience, because she had like hands and like roses and like blood and stuff like that. And I was just like, I think cringe artwork is just the teenage artist experience. And being like, this is embarrassing is a universal experience of art in general.
I will admit there was one art piece that I was like, oh, this would be a good one to send, but it's like so clearly an angsty vent one, and I didn't end up including it, and I was like, I'm too embarrassed for that one. It's good though. I look back at it and I'm like, this is genuinely like I did good on this.
If you decide you're brave, you can always send it to me and we can add it in editing.
It's so very clearly like, oh, she was sad.
Oh yeah, you're hormonal as hell.
But for some reason, every time you do one of those angsty ones where you're like, I'm angsty and sad, they always end up being so good.
Emotion is the root of all artwork, you know?
Yep.
So that it does motivate it. All right. Onto this bright yellow creature here.
I like love the soft airbrush, and I needed to learn to unlove it.
That is also a universal experience, especially in Paint Tool Sci. Oh my gosh.
I just thought it was so good. At this point in my time, I actually was doing YouTube speed paints, because that was really popular then. And I was like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, and I want to speed paint and do animations. I wanted to be in the Warrior Cats map community. I made like 3 map parts in my life, and then I just ended up not doing more.
That's a lot though. Being in 3 maps.
I think only one of them completed. I can even like send the link to the map that passed me.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course I want to see that.
I will get you that link to it. I don't think the other 2 ever ended up being completed. But at least I made 3 parts, and 1 was put into an actual finished map.
That's crazy.
So yeah, this was my small YouTube art era where I was just trying to like make content. there really wasn't a lot to this piece. I think I listened to a Firefly song and I was like, there's good speed paint music. There's good speed paint music. And then I made a speed paint and I was like, yeah. I can't get over how straight the arms are. I think I used a line tool.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I love how the arms are so straight and the toes are so small.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
Oh, and then we've got skeletons. We've got like
this is
Dia de los Muertos.
So much lore behind this.
Yeah,
there's so much lore behind this actually. So at this point in time, I was on, for those who know, Warrior Cats Amino. I was there.
Amino. Oh my gosh.
Amino, yes. So like little me didn't have like any social medias except one day I stumbled upon Warrior Cats Amino, and I was like, oh, perfect, I belong here. So while I was on Warriors Amino, I ended up being in like a lot of like classic Warrior Cat role plays and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And what's funny was I wasn't in any normal ones. I was always in magical Warrior Cats. At this point in time, a lot of my art was like cats with some kind of hybrid aspect to them. And this was a little bit later in my life in Amino where this was actually a species I made. These were fish cats.
Oh!
Yeah,
whoa.
the whole species thing. And
a whole
don't get mad at me.
species.
I never demanded money for those species I made, all right? I wasn't one of those people.
No one should do that. Let's be said. Closed species are stupid.
I actually
Period.
got multiple closed species, but I got them for free because I know how to work the system.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, there was a very popular closed species on Warriors Amino at the time called Bleemies, but you had to actually like pay for them. However, the creator of them would every now and then do a free raffle, or like if you get in the first 5 comments, you get one for free. And I was like, I had my eyes peeled.
We're on top of it.
And so I got one and they made me one, and I'm gonna say it now because I don't care anymore. It was crap. They did such a low effort design for that character. And it was obvious. However, the good thing is they had a system set up where once you have this Bleemy, you can join like role plays, etc., and you can make like Bleemy points. Where if you like draw your Bleemy, you can get a point, or if you like interact with like the Bleemy community, you can get a point. And those points add up to you being able to buy more things, like accessories or more Bleemies.
So you were
I got one for free, and then I drew like crazy, and then I roleplayed like crazy, and I got like 3 more closed species for free.
Oh my gosh, you were like, all I need is my foot in the door, and then I can work the system.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
At a young age, I knew I want that, but it's not worth the money.
Oh my gosh.
I actually made 2 of my own open species. I think one of them I called Cresodas for some reason, and then there were the fish cats. And this is actually a combination of them. So my little Cresoda ones, they would be cats with basically they would get like cave markings on them when they like discovered something or whatever. It would like a cutie mark almost appear on their fur. And then fish cats were just fish cats because I like the water.
You like the water? What?
This cracks me up. Her name is Gold, this cat.
Oh my god.
Her name is Gold. She was my favorite one. I drew her a lot. And then this is jumping forward a little bit, but before I started streaming, my first design idea for a VTuber was a goldfish who would have been called Gold or Goldie.
Oh my god! You can't escape it.
We all know Goldie now.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been, there's been foreshadowing my whole life to Spellbound.
Yeah, apparently you were born to be in Spellbound. Next we've got Poppy here.
No, this was actually my old internet name. That was my signature at the time.
That was your signature?
Yes. So I went through a lot of different internet names.
Yeah.
At the time, I was Poppy.
Yeah.
I still have friends who call me Poppy, fun fact.
That's it's you can always tell when like what generation someone knew you based on what internet name they refer to you as.
So Poppy was my old signature. I went through a brief period of time when I was a kid where I wanted to like write books. And so this was a character that I wanted to write for one of the books. I don't remember the story. It involved like curses and whatnot, but she was like the villain, except she was like, it's not her fault that she's the villain. She was some sad villain. I guess I love that kind of stuff.
Yes.
this was later in my digital art times when my lines weren't so thick. I learned how to make my lines smaller.
Yeah, your airbrushing is less aggressive now.
It's less aggressive.
Yeah.
This is a speed paint that I actually screenshot this from my speed paint. My old YouTube channel is still up, and some of this stuff I just grabbed from it.
Oh my gosh. Ancient olive speed paints.
Ancient olive speed paint.
Oh my.
I did the background first.
You were like, let me do the whole background and then I'll put the character on top of it.
I had the sketch, but then I like turned the sketch down and I did the background and then I did the cat. I was like, why did I do that?
You were like, I'm a different creature now.
What the heck? But I did a lot of like, I would put the color down and then I would get the blur tool and I was like, no girl, you were so close.
You're like, no, stop it. I think it's interesting. I'm looking at this piece. These are like monster flowers back here. They all have teeth.
Yeah.
I was like, they've all got a teeth thing going on, and this one's like, I'm kind of in the way of it, but
I don't know what's going on with that one.
It's having a time back there. It's like this a hungover flower. Like
again, there was some kind of like, I don't remember the story.
Yeah, curse, ancient magic,
curse, magic stuff going on. A lot of my old story ideas involved like cats because I liked cats, and then just like stuff like that. And it's funny that this is the only speed paint I have of this cat because I have different stories involving cats that I remember better. Like, I had one childhood story that I drew a lot of cats for where basically the apocalypse happened and all the humans went into like bunkers in different countries, but the humans died because humans suck, and different animals took over different bunkers depending on how many animals were brought into it. Like if one bunker, I think I had it where the Germany bunker had dogs that ruled it instead of cats because more dogs were brought in. And then the American bunker was ruled by cats because they had more cats brought in and they ate all the bird pets. I don't know why dogs didn't win.
I was gonna say, was the American bunker ruled by bald eagles?
No, the American bunker was ruled by cats.
The cats were like, we are American.
Yeah, it was supposed to be some story where they had to traverse through all the bunkers to like gather up a group of cats for some like prophecy to start being able to leave the bunkers and live outside again.
It's Warrior Cats meets Fallout.
Warrior Cats meets Fallout,
yeah.
I do also think this artwork, I'm so sad I couldn't put this one in the thing, but again, I was on Warriors Amino. It's dead now, so a lot of my art is lost to time.
Yeah.
But I was on the front page of Warriors Amino once.
Whoa!
They put me on the front page. When you open the app, you would have the front page art. I was front page, the very top one that shows up the biggest. They put me there.
I thought
it was so cool.
The Warrior Amino.
It was so cool. It was some art I made to mimic a Warrior Cat like book cover for one of my OCs. As Warrior Amino died, which I'm not sad it died, but I'm sad it took my art with it.
Ooh, and then we've got this is a big upgrade here. We have killed the airbrush completely.
This is, like I said earlier, this is when I really fell into I need to stylize my stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll lean in the cartoon direction because I just wasn't sure. I was like, I'm not very good at the anime direction. I was also seeing a lot of people do like incredible stuff, and I was like, I can't do that, so I'm gonna lean on this simpler way of drawing, and I'll just play it off.
Yeah.
This is like a slight insecurity art style. It wasn't that I loved drawing like this, but I thought it was interesting, and so people would like it more.
I think it's kind of a universal experience, especially when you come up doing artwork like online. I know when I look at the stuff that I did when I was on Gaia, my artwork changes like crazy. I have a piece of artwork where I'm drawing like in a Sonic style, and then I have artwork where I was drawing in Adventure Time style. Like it was sort of whatever I was like, this is popular, so I should draw like this because people will like that.
I still fall into that sometimes.
Yeah.
When I first started Scorched Rune, which we'll get into later, I had a very Sonic inspired style because I was super into Sonic at the time.
Yeah.
And then it faded away because I stopped like looking at it as much while I drew. I would be like, wow, look at this Sonic. Let me try and do a little bit of that. My eye style recently changed because I really like the manga Gachi Akuta.
Yeah.
And the way that mangaka draws eyes and eyelashes is like heavenly. And I tried to replicate it, and then I was like, I can't figure this out. And then it's like a semi-replication at this point, where I stopped trying to replicate it, and I kept a lot of references to it, but I also like doing it how I do it.
You incorporate the inspiration. I mean, no, there's no such thing as original artwork. Every bit of artwork and how you draw is inspired by the things that you think other people do well. But that's art, baby. Like, looking at something and being like, this inspires me. This is exactly, like, this is the kind of thing that I want to do with my art, and then letting it naturally work its way into your style is the most ideal way to do it. And I think that's really cool. I mean, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but oh my goodness. And then we've got another, this is also very stylized. They're so cute.
These are my fish cats. Well, one is mine, one was a friend's.
Yeah. Which one's is yours the little lady or
mine is the little lady. Her name is Mallory.
She's cute. She's cute.
I know,
the tail looks axolotl-y to me.
You're not wrong. I think she's a fish cat that I didn't choose a specific fish for. She might kind of be jellyfish inspired. But
yeah, I can see that. Yeah. The other one's obviously a shark.
Yeah. I remember this is indeed a shark. I remember him.
Yeah. He looks like probably a tiger shark.
I think this is when I started breaking out again from the, I need to be aggressively cartoony for people to like be interested in my stuff.
Yeah.
I drew pupils again.
Yeah.
If you noticed in the last one, I wasn't drawing pupils.
Oh, wait. Hold
I realized I confused a lot of people because I would every now and then get like commissions or requests for my characters from others, and they wouldn't draw them with pupils. And I was like, oh, that's my bad.
This one actually, okay, I guess these guys just have like colored sclera. Is that
Sclera?
Sclera.
Yeah. Mallory kind of has a pupil.
Yeah. You've got one that definitely has a pupil and one that at least has an iris. So
we're getting back into it. I guess I was scared of pupils. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it is a specific stylization. There are a lot of really successful styles that do lack pupils, but man, it is hard to express emotion or direction. Like it takes it takes a very specific kind of artist to do that successfully. Oh, and then we've got trauma to end it out.
Yeah, and also this is my Bleemy.
Oh, this is your Bleemy. Is this the Bleemy? Like the free one?
The Bleemy.
Oh my, and all his friends are dead.
Her parents are dead.
Oh, her parents are dead. Okay.
I loved being so mean to my characters. So one thing you need to know about me, the more I like a character, the worse their life is. And if I really love a character, they're dead.
Yeah.
If I love them with my whole heart and soul, they die. I don't know why I can't. I'm like, I love you so much, I have to murder you brutally. It's like cuteness aggression.
Yep. This is a really interesting piece because you really went hard on the texture in this one.
So this was a point in time when I thought my drawings were flat, and my thought process was I can fix it if when I'm done with the piece, I go over it with a brush of some kind that has like flowers or thorn shapes.
Yeah.
Low opacity, do it. I was cursed for a while with the let me put effects on top of the drawing. That'll make it less flat.
Do your actual...
No, girl.
I want to know, do your actual parents know that all your OCs have dead parents?
No.
They'd be like, our child is homicidal and we're in danger.
I remember very vividly one time showing my my sister, so my oldest sibling, my sister.
Yeah.
I showed her a drawing of a cat. It was in the style of that like Firefly one you saw.
Oh yeah.
Except it was like the cat falling over and bleeding from the side. And I couldn't draw very well, so my sister looked at it and went, "Oh, she's falling with a pepper." And little me was like, "Oh, I'm getting hints that maybe I shouldn't be drawing gore." Yes, a pepper! And ever since then, I've just been like, here's my art that's tailored to the people of the world and my family who don't know I draw these guys miserable. That was when I learned maybe I should keep it on low that I'm killing these guys.
I feel like you need to do a series where you like redraw and update some of these guys. I'm just saying. I think your kitty sharks. You could do some adoptable kitty fish
so
on VGen.
In my phone notes, I have probably 50 fish cat and creosotas and other cat designs. A lot of, like I said, a lot of my art was lost to time, like art as in these kinds. But I have a lot of art that's just references. And so I have a lot of my old character designs. And guys, I think past me was better at character design. I think current me upgraded her ability of overall art. I think past me sacrificed backgrounds and shading for like really good character design.
Well, now you just gotta get them both together, you know?
Anyone wants some adoptables? My VGen will. I think you can sell adoptables there.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can make pre-made designs.
Fish cats.
You should.
Honestly, I would love to see creosotas take off because they're very fun. They're a lot like My Little Pony, but just cats. Where once they discover something like that's new or interesting to them, the story shows up on their fur.
I think
like cave markings on them.
Yeah, I like the name Creosota. I think it is quite catchy, actually.
Thank you.
But I think you need to. I think you need to do a designing stream. Look, I'll be the first one. Design me one. I'll make it into an avatar.
Don't lie to me.
I'll do it. I'm into it. I'm down.
All right, you've dug this grave. I'm writing you down.
Yeah, Snyder says me too, please. Yeah.
All right, got it. I guess I'll have to bring back the creosotas and fish cats and do some designing.
I'm ready. Okay, now we're getting into Twitch now. So.
All right. So important thing to note. I quit art for a while.
Yeah.
I did a lot of art in my childhood, and then my young teens when I was on Amino, and then all my Amino friends went to Discord, and I did not follow. At the time, I wasn't even supposed to have social medias, and I was like, I've barely got Amino. Discord be going too far. So I did not follow any of my friends onto Discord, meaning that I basically lost like all my internet friends for a while. And I was like, that's okay, because I will just be a normal human like people tell me to.
Yeah.
I fell into the whole, like, I grew up being told, like, yeah, art's good, but it's not going to feed you when you're older, et cetera, et cetera. And I agreed. I was like, you know what? You're right. Art won't feed me and I don't want to starve. So I stopped drawing. I like just did normal school stuff. I got into like cross country. I did sports. And this was around, let's see, it was high school. So Dream SMP started.
Yeah,
and
the Dream SMP.
So did COVID.
Yep.
And that combination got me. It didn't make me want to get back into drawing, but it made me want to do streaming.
Yep.
And eventually I met a friend in high school who watched Quackity and realized that I also watched Quackity. And so we bonded over like streaming and Quackity, and they told me, hey, you should do some streaming if you're interested. And I was like, you know what? I am interested.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I need to decorate it. I need to like make Twitch things. And I'm a high school.
I'm broke.
I'm broke. I can't pay for it. So I was forced to start drawing again. Which, I wasn't against it, but I was still like, okay, I'll do some drawing just for my stuff, but it's not my main thing. My main thing is Minecraft. So I made this. This was my Twitch about page art. I remember I had it sectioned into 3 pieces, and each piece you could click on it would take you to like my Twitter, blah blah blah.
Oh,
I thought it was cutesy.
That is cutesy.
And I was like, perfect. I designed my VTuber. I was faceless at the time. I mean, I'm actually not faceless. For those who don't know, my face is known. I just use my VTuber more.
Yeah.
I don't want to make my hair look nice.
Sometimes I want to be in my gym jams, So I
want to be in my gym jams. When I first started streaming, I made this. I made a very simple overlay, and I didn't even have a VTuber or a PNG tuber. I had a design made, as you can see in this drawing.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have an avatar yet. I didn't even realize PNG tubers existed. I only knew you could be faceless, and that was because of Rambu. I was like, Rambu doesn't have anything. I don't need anything.
Rambu got famous just doing Minecraft.
Rambu made this in a cave with a bunch of scraps. So So this was my art I had to make because I wanted to stream. But I still was like, I'm not an artist. I'm planning to go to college for nutrition.
Yeah.
I just needed this so I could have something interesting people would click on.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up the fact that when we first met, you were in college for nutrition.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And boy, howdy, your life has gone in a completely different direction from that.
Oh, I will explain how it got so different too when we get a bit further into.
Yeah, let's move. So we've got more Olive design. Our favorite little.
So this was the original Olive.
Right.
Look at her.
We've gotten some upgrades.
Way too detailed. I was way too detailed.
Lots of freckles.
A lot of freckles, a lot of the lightning pattern, and I was bald on one side.
Look, you know, the half shave was really cool in the 2020s.
Really cool. So this is the design I made for my original Olive. Still didn't have a PNG tuber, I don't think, at this point.
Yeah.
But what I was doing was I would do mostly Minecraft, and I started to like every now and then do an art stream. Every now and then. I was not very comfortable with it. But the chat that I did have at the time were like, yeah, the art's kind of fun. I was like, okay, I will do some art streams for the sake of content.
You were like, this keeps the viewers, so I have to. Yeah.
But I wasn't comfortable actually with it. Like I didn't think my art was good. I'd already like given up on art, and I was like, I don't actually draw. I'm not going to pursue this path. I'm going to die if I do.
Yeah.
But for the sake of content, I started doing like a few art streams.
And then we've got more Olive.
Next one.
Yeah.
This is so it's really funny actually when I was looking through this. So all of these are mostly Olive, like me, my VTuber.
Yeah.
Which, fun fact, I have not even drawn my VTuber in her new design.
You were like, I paid somebody else to do that.
I stopped drawing her after Spellbound. It all became Goldie.
Yeah, you got addicted to your OCs, as you should.
But at the time, I was doing mostly creative Minecraft. I would do creative building, and I had a little slime named Peter. And what I would do was I would do like most of my streams would be creative Minecraft building, and then I would do one art stream where we drew something based off of what I built in Minecraft.
Oh, interesting.
So, this was my slime named Peter that I had adopted and put into my house and gave a special room, and he was my son. He was very popular way back when. I had a Peter emote. Chattalotl was like not really a thing at this point. It was Peter. Yeah. And then eventually we got Chattalotl, which in the next image, if you want to pull it up, you get to see what Chattalotl used to look like.
Oh, a little guy in an axolotl outfit.
Yes. So originally Chattalotl was a little demon that wore an axolotl outfit.
Interesting. It's giving Dreamy Newt.
Isn't it? I think at this point in time I watched a lot of Bad Boy Halo actually.
Oh yeah, definitely so Bad Boy Halo.
Like, what if I just yoinked this and then put an axolotl outfit on top?
Basically. Hey, I mean, when I got started, so I think I've told you this, that like I got really big also in Dream SMP. I got hyper fixated on Dream SMP and was doing a bunch of animatic content. But my person was Technoblade, who I still love to this day. R.I.P. Technoblade, gone but never forgotten.
I have literally a Technoblade Never Dies desk mat.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right here, baby.
Right here. We love techno in this house. And so originally my little like I didn't have like a buddy talking companion, but I did have like a little animated Technoblade that hung out on my streams because I would do my techno animatic work like on stream early on. And so it's so funny that like our little companions kind of started both as Dream SMP people.
I didn't learn about Technoblade until a little bit later, but then I like loved Technoblade.
Yeah.
But I really loved Rambu back in the Dream SMP days, which is why I ended up being a drown. I was like, I want to be Minecraft mob like Rambu is. I chose a drown because I was like, I don't think many people are being this one. I understand zombies and skeletons and endermen, but where are the dead fishy people?
I like the water. I like death.
I'm gonna be am.
It's
That's why I
really
ended up
easy to
choosing-
kill my parents if I'm already dead.
Oh gosh, that's why I ended up choosing Drowned as my little VTuber.
Yeah.
While you were doing like art for the Dream SMP, and this is where I think like really differentiated us, and then also why Spellbound affected my art
So much
later down the line.
Yeah.
Is I wasn't doing fan art. I mean, I did warrior cats, but I actually never drew actual warrior cats that often.
Yeah.
I drew my characters.
Yeah.
So I loved Dream SMP, but I never did any art for it. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 sketches, but usually I'd be a little too like just nervous.
Yeah.
So I never did fan art. I always drew my own characters, and I loved my characters, but I not to the extent that I fell in love with like Spellbound. And so I wasn't drawing quite as much as I later started to.
Spellbound made us all ill. I really got everybody with that one.
You really got everybody. This was a Christmas piece. This was a 2022 Christmas piece. I would do like art streams for special stuff, blah blah blah. And this is just I think one of the this is getting close to Spellbound time.
Yeah. But we can see the axolotl accents have emerged here. We're not just a drowned anymore. We're axolotl.
Yeah. The axolotl started to come into play here.
The fit got a little bit of an upgrade. We've got some transparency going on here. Yeah. The design has been simplified, which means you're probably getting close to your poke model here if you didn't already have it.
I was getting close. I don't think I had it quite.
And then we've got...
Oh, wait, I might have had it. My poke model had the transparent.
It did have the transparent sleeves, yeah.
All right, this is Olvika, I think is what she's named. So I made her for like a little D&D thing that we were kind of doing on stream, but then it like died pretty quickly. It was unfortunate, but I really liked her. And she ended up being the design that I was inspired SB Olive. So I mean, obviously SB Olive is me, right?
Yeah.
But I used parts of this character to like, I mean, she's got the bandages and she just, I don't know.
It informed the design.
It informed me. I kind of took my VTuber self and this character and smushed them together, and that's how we got SB Olive.
And then following that, we've got a magical girl.
This is my friend.
Oh.
This is my friend and one of my mods. This was also a Christmas present.
Very cute.
And, so a lot of the art that I found during this time was I was doing art streams for special occasions, or I would do doodle streams for chat where I was very like cartoony styled still. Yeah. So I was trying to find my art where I was like clearly trying. Because the cartoon, not that I wasn't trying with the cartoony ones, but it was again me falling back into that, oh, I don't think I'm very good at like actual art, so I'm gonna purposefully cartoonify it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So this was one of my not cartoony ones. So I wanted to bring this one into play. I think this was actually me starting to figure things out because she's posed.
Yeah, she's posed. You've got pretty good proportions going on. It's good.
She's got hands.
And then.
Oh, I had to include Sexy Olive.
Sexy Olive TM.
Yeah. She doesn't come into play as much anymore because I've been the autism creature as a PNG tuber for a while. But for a hot second, I would join my friend's streams and I'd just be sexy.
And we would all...
Sexy model's also huge, and so they'd be like, "Get out of here!" Stop.
Sexy Olive is here, and she's taking up the whole screen.
Taking up the whole space. This is one of my last artworks before Spellbound started, and I know this because I was actually going through my Discord. I filtered through the art section for like posts made by me. Yeah. And I posted this, and then not long after we get my first drawing of SB Olive.
Oh my gosh.
This is the last piece of pre-Spellbound.
The last...
That is not half bad.
It is a really good piece, honestly.
This was also inspired by the Dream SMP.
Spellbound, for those of you who don't know, because there's a lot of people new here who I don't think were around during the Spellbound era. So I came up in streaming, playing in a bunch of SMPs, and I wanted to make one for a while that I ran. We had tried a couple times. PT tried to run a couple D&D inspired Minecraft SMPs that were reasonably successful, and all of us had a really good time. And I was like, I think I want to do that. I want to dip my little toe into the story writing and guiding my characters and friends through a very fun narrative, which we had a great time on. Pretty recently met Term, and Term is the reason that I approached you for Spellbound. I was looking for more players VTubers, and I wanted some fresh blood. I wanted some new people involved. And Term was like, "Oh, well, I have this friend Olive," and I was like, "Send her my way." And I think
was so scared.
Yeah, well, and I think Poke had talked to me about doing your model too. Like I'd seen your model because we got our original Poke models around the same time. It was within about the same like couple months, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, they both have that classic old Poke drawing style and rigging, for sure. I approached Olive and was like, "Hey, I'm putting together this Minecraft SMP. It's gonna be D&D inspired, heavy on the role play. Like, you down?" And Olive was like, "Can I have some time to think about it?"
I'm so scared.
Apparently, I scared a lot of people.
I was just scared.
I had Flam send out a lot of the invites because I knew that, like, I was aware that people were, like, kind of intimidated by me sending out the invites because I had a much larger audience at the time than everyone else. But, like, I prefer working with smaller VTubers, not because I'm like, I want to lord my size over everyone, but because bigger VTubers can be a pain in the ass to coordinate with. And I wanted to like boost and still do. I mean, that's the whole point of this show. I like helping people grow. But yeah, you were one of the few that I like explicitly invited because I knew Term better than Flam did because we had rated each other. He had rated me and then I rated him back, which there's a very infamous clip of Term like and being in a group stream and me rating him with like 90 people and them all like freaking out.
Yes.
Them all being like, "What?" And Term being like, "Everyone be normal."
Everyone calm down. Get down, Mr. President.
Yep. Oh man. But yeah, so that was what started me and Olive knowing each other. And then the humor of me showing up in your streams and you treating me like an older sibling, like, "Let me show you this thing that I'm working on."
I thought I was being so normal too. I thought every time you showed up, I was like, I have to prove myself, but I have to be cool about it. So you'd show up and I'd be like, "Hey, look at this tree I built.
Look at this cool tree I'm building."
Every time.
Every time. And I was like, "That's so great, Olive. You're doing so good." I've never really asked about like your whole experience with being invited and joining in. And I threw a lot of people in the deep end.
I was so scared. You threw me in. I entered the Discord.
Yeah.
Then I realized we were supposed to be separating by like above and below ground. And this is where the infamous Olive doesn't know where water is meme.
Yep.
Because I was like, I still want to be a drown-based character.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be me. I'm going to be like Olive still, but a different version of me.
Yeah.
So she got a different design. I drew her. And then they were like, above, below ground. I was like, I'm scared. Okay, well, I need water. Swamp. I'll be above ground because there's no water underground. And then everyone in the Discord was like, "Hey, Olive, there's water underground." So my beautiful first impression on like everyone in Spellbound was me not knowing where water is located.
There's no water underground. It's only above ground.
It worked out in the end. It ended up being really funny and it was great. I remember pretty early, it was before Spellbound started, I think I was working on like Olive's design, setting things up. I stayed up really late one night with Coda, drawing, I think. Actually, I don't think I was even drawing. I think I was working on homework because at that point I was still in college.
Yeah.
And I was going to college for nutrition.
Yep.
And this is where some really important life stuff I'm going to bring up real quick as for how I got back into art, because Spellbound was the turnaround point, because I spent 1 year of college doing nutrition and then I switched to art.
Yeah.
So, like I said, when I was little, I decided to quit art. I stopped drawing. I only got back into it because I wanted to stream and I did a little bit of art for it, but I still wasn't going to do it. And at that point, I was in high school, I was in the cross-country team, and I was like, I like sports. I like to run.
Yeah.
And that's how I started leaning towards I could do like health and fitness in the future. Well, my legs gave out on me. I went to 3 different doctors and no one could tell me exactly what was wrong. The most they could say was exercise-induced compartment syndrome, which basically,
Crazy.
when I was running, my like muscles would swell more than like the fascia around your muscle can expand for. And it's like a crushing inside your own body, basically. So I had to quit sports. And I was like, what do I do? Dang it. So that's why I started drawing a little bit more, because I had more free time. But I still was like, no, I'm not going to draw. I'm not going to do it. And I went to college for nutrition. Well, COVID hit and I lost my sense of smell and I never got it back.
Yeah.
And while I was in college, a lot of like the quote unquote friends I made, or like just people around me, would be like, well, you're gonna be pretty bad at your job if you can't smell and you struggle with food yourself. Because I did. I struggled very badly with food at the time, because sense of smell is a huge part of appetite. So I was like learning nutrition, but I wasn't like eating the best myself because I just wasn't eating a lot. And it got to the point where like I was just like so weighed down on from it all. And it felt like every like turn I made to not draw like hit me in the face.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't run. I can't smell. So eventually
can't escape art.
I can't escape the art. I like quit that college entirely. Moved back to my parents. I set my computer back up there, and I ended up decided to go to college, a different one, for graphic design.
Yeah.
But when I started Spellbound, I was still dead set on that path. And it was only because of Spellbound that I actually decided, you know what? I've started drawing a lot more again, and I enjoy it, and I'm having a good time, and no one's being mean to me when I draw, unlike how they are when I'm trying to be a normal adult like society tells me to.
Yeah.
So screw you too, society. So I quit trying to be quote unquote normal. And I draw now. And I
you draw now. I
literally couldn't.
Yeah. I was flipping through some of the Spellbound art, that's kind of how it is. Sometimes the universe has a purpose for you, and you no matter how you fight it, eventually it's gonna catch up to you, and you're gonna end up where you need to be. You did. You fought.
I fought so hard to not be an artist.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Season 1 Spellbound, I did a moderate amount of art, I'd say. I drew like a PNG tuber. I drew Olive's design. I did a redesign of her last year, which is
right here.
Through it there, yeah. So I love her redesign.
I love the redesign too. It's so
She's
cool.
Very cute. I think it really shows like a lot of my improvement in not just like drawing,
it does,
but design.
Compared to the original design versus the redesign, I think it really shows the improvement in like the original design is just mostly your VTuber, just like slightly altered, whereas the redesign is like you still see the drowned inspiration, but rather than it just being like mostly your VTuber, you're like, okay, let me decide. Like you made more character-based decisions, and
I made her a little bit more infectious to match like the vines we had going on too.
Yeah, absolutely. With the growth coming out of the face and everything, it definitely the leg, like it makes more sense. Like the bandages look way more intentional here. Like, oh, I gotta cover this up. Which is really cool. It's a really stellar redesign.
I love her so much. That's why she's dead.
That's why she's dead!
That's why she's dead!
Speaking of, she's already dead anyway.
She is already dead, those who don't know. But I started doing like little after stream sketches on occasion of like scenes I liked. So this is like a scene I liked with SB Olive and SB Flam.
Yeah.
SB Olive, SB Flam stuff.
And then, really casual sketching here with the SB Graphite.
Okay, well,
really casual.
I think this is why season 1 has less sketches than mid-season and season 2. It's because I went crazy on this piece. And this piece took me forever. I think this was the most detailed piece I'd done in a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shading. There's like interesting pose. There's some background. I was proud of this. I was proud of this one.
Yeah, it's an awesome piece.
I liked the spookiness.
And then we've got a follow-up one, but flat colors.
I never ended up finishing this one. It was going to be as detailed as the first one, but I just kind of like ran out of time for it. Season 1 wrapped up and I was like, I'm tired and I'm killing her.
I'm tired and I'm killing her, which jumps us to the party here.
Right. So I included the thumbnails. So for every single Spellbound episode, I made a thumbnail.
You are crazy.
And I think the thumbnails is really where a lot of my improvement started happening and also is very visible. So this is the first ever thumbnail I made. Welcome to Spellbound.
Welcome to Spellbound.
It was the last, it was the first episode of mid-season, but the last episode ever using SB Olive, which was the beach party. And I really like the changes.
I know, you can see a huge difference, just in one season of Spellbound. And then we get to the mid-season in season 2, and it's like we put your art on steroids.
Oh my gosh, mid-season, and it was really fun going through all this because I got to see different aspects I was working on and improving in the mid-season and season 2. Mid-season has a lot more, I believe, just like sketches. Well, let's open mid-season. Yeah. Mid-season has a lot more sketches. So this is the first ever drawing of Goldie.
Yeah.
When she was first made, we called her Golden Child as a nickname. And then I was like, oh, I have to actually name her. And we were like,
Goldie.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We named her Goldie. This is my first ever drawing of her. I think I actually drew this near the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Because it was an idea I had, and season 1 was supposed to be the end.
Yeah. And then everybody was so hyper fixated. They were like, we need more. And I was like, okay, I'll expand the plot.
And I created Goldie, and I love her very much.
And then mid-season started, and Ghost Flam showed up, and it was all over.
So what's fun about this piece is this is a piece I constantly redraw to this day.
Yeah.
So this I think has 3 or 4 redraws in total. I included this one, which is the first, and the most recent one I did just like a few months ago. And this is from a scene. Obviously, I love to draw scenes where Goldie just wanted to be picked up, and SB Flame was a ghost at this point and couldn't pick her up. And I remember, for most of these redraws, I was haunted by one thing. How do you draw boobs? I don't know.
You're like, every character has a flat chest for me. What is boob?
I know, my VTuber is flat-chested.
Yep.
SB Olive is flat-chested. Goldie is a child, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't draw boobs. I just didn't draw, I didn't draw men either. I just drew flat-chested women, which is good. Yeah. I like them.
Yeah, we need some no boob representation.
I had to start drawing other people's characters, which is what I didn't do a lot when I grew up. Like, I didn't do fan art, and I drew cats. Yeah. So this was my first time really, like, I have to draw other characters, other body types. I have to learn. Yep. So not very booby in this piece, and it was one of the fixes I was told to work on. Flam was like, she's got boobs, and I was like, oh no!
No, not boobs! You can't make me draw them! And then here's the redraw.
Yeah. Cute. I colored it. It was pretty flat. This is my most recent redraw. I did this a few months ago, and I was like, I have to play around, okay? One thing I realized is like how to play around with things, because I was very much stuck in the, I can draw poses now, but I draw them all like the camera's looking straight at them.
Yeah.
And then I would draw it and be like, why aren't you as interesting as I want? I was like, I gotta move the camera too. It's not just the character pose.
Yeah.
I have to change where we're looking at. So for this redraw, I decided to do it from above since there's a ghost involved. Which gives us a beautiful view of the titties. I can draw them now.
I know. Look at the titty. The titty improvement is crazy. Like, you got one tiny little, like, kind of pop out there of like, okay, she's got a boob. Is that good? To here where we've got weight. There's shape.
There's shape. There's like the clothing, like, kind of makes sense. It's clearly on the body, not just something I pasted on top of there.
Yeah.
I really do like this one. I love Goldie's pose. I love It was very fun to redraw. So this is a piece
And
that
it really
redraw.
shows that manga style you've developed.
Yes, so this is a recent one, and I do a
Yeah.
lot of manga style stuff now, which we will get into as well.
We will get into that.
We will. Trust me. You have no choice, chat.
Yeah, you have no choice. It's worth it, I promise.
This is another piece, and this is the same thing where I'm like, I can pose characters now, but my camera's glued in place.
You know, that's how you gotta go through. Oh, and then we've got a slightly adjusted pose for Goldie here.
This was a few months later. It was either in 2024 or just like shy of 2024.
Yeah.
And I had improved the characters a bit. The boobs still aren't there.
Yeah, no boobs. Still no boobs.
Lessened even. But I had gotten better at like making Goldie character look like really cutesy and little. And the muzzle was one thing I struggled with a lot, and to this day I still do, you'll notice.
Yeah.
And I realized recently I can't see pictures in my head because I would talk to Coda about like how hard it is for me to draw muzzles, and Coda would be like, imagine it in your head and rotate it around. And I was like, what are you rotating?
There's nothing to rotate. I can't do that.
So I had a lot of really flat face Goldie because I just This was a scene redraw that was just really dramatic that I enjoyed.
Lots of really fun, dramatic lighting.
Getting into the dramatics. I started doing really simple backgrounds, and I let go of coloring for the sake of cool shading instead, which is very fun.
Yeah, that's, you know, it's fun. It's fun to just do some dramatic shading. And then we've got some Goldie. We've got a whole comic here.
This is so fun to see because it's an actual comic page. So I, despite what I do now, which is a lot of manga and comic stuff, I didn't do comics growing up.
Nope.
Once. Yeah. Never. I would like write some stuff, but when it came to drawing, it was always like just an illustration of a scene or whatever. I didn't do actual storytelling through art. So this was, I think, one of the first times I did a comic-based thing. And that's really cool because it was like because of Spellbound.
Yeah.
I didn't do a lot of stuff like this because it still wasn't my like cup of tea, or I didn't realize how much I liked it. And so this was just like an interesting little foreshadowing to what I ended up now being like obsessed with. Yeah,
you're absolutely obsessed with it. And like
only a little.
You're one of your main like things that you do all the time now. It's so cool.
All the time.
And then we've got more Flam and Goldie.
We're still like haunted by the camera can't move.
But you're starting to pose your characters a little bit more.
They are getting interesting poses. I do like that there's some good storytelling in this. You can tell that like SP Flam tried and failed to block an arrow. Yeah. And it ended up in Goldie's arm. I do like the shading, surprisingly. I think this was the best thing I made during mid-season. And it's not even finished. I didn't end up finishing it, but it's close enough to being finished, honestly. Yeah. I used a Minecraft screenshot for the background. And I think this was the first time I really, really, really tried with a background. Because up till now, either the backgrounds were dark or relatively simple or not there. Yeah. Because I was scared. And
it looks so good. I love how you've rendered the bamboo. Yeah.
I really just like the colors I did too.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a muted color palette, but really like it adds to that like relaxation. I'd honestly love to see you play with this one a little bit more. I feel like you could do a lot with the lighting, like the warm lighting from the lantern and stuff.
I feel like if I were to go back to it now, I could really work on it and get it finished. I just ended up getting tired out.
Yeah, I mean, you did a lot. And sometimes, you gotta stop. You gotta let a piece rest. It
was very advanced for me at the time because there was a lot of perspective stuff going on.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, ugh.
And that's why those screenshots are great, though, you know?
Screenshots are great, but now I also understand, like, 1 2 point, putting an actual thing on the screen.
Yeah.
I didn't do that here. I would just draw it and zoom out and be like, well, it didn't look right. Girl, put lines!
You need a...
Where's the vanishing point?
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
Hey, I mean, when I was at Anthrocon, had a conversation with a friend about how he was like, I only just learned, because he is also like on a journey to like learning to draw better. And he was like, I didn't know anything about vanishing points and stuff like that. No one ever taught me. And I'm like, it's something that gets overlooked a lot unless you get into like
talk about it more.
Yeah, until you get into advanced artwork. But the thing is that vanishing points are like the building blocks of art, and that's why
them.
Yeah, that's why many people are frustrated by their work.
And I thought I could just like zoom out and see if it looked right or not.
Yeah.
No.
I need it.
This piece.
Yeah, it's great. And then we've got Sad Flam and Goldie. We've got Goldie. This is rocking the SB Sky sweater.
Yeah, it's Goldie times. This is actually she beat up SBL. I wanted to include this one because it is a sketch, but unlike the like other two we saw between Goldie and Flam, I put background.
You did. You put background.
This is where I started being like, maybe these sketches shouldn't be in a void. Maybe I can put.
Maybe I can put them in a place. A place seems like a good plan for these. And then we've got a Goldie thumbnail.
This is my first Goldie thumbnail. I decided not to choose the last Goldie thumbnail as an art comparison to this one, only because my thumbnail style at this point was changing so much that I was like, I'm just gonna choose my favorite one. So the thumbnail that I chose, it was like close to the end of the mid-season. I don't remember exactly what episode. I went through a period of time where I was like, oh, I realized my muzzles were flat, my faces were flat, but I still didn't understand how to make them not flat. And again, I didn't realize this till recently. I don't got no pictures up there. You are actually seeing things. I'm joking. So I was always being told, draw a box. Freaking fine. So you'll notice on like this art of Goldie, there's a box. I went through a period of time where she had a very boxy muzzle. Yeah. And I would even leave the lines I made for the box like on purpose because I was like, this is a fun little stylization. Yeah. But I would draw the box. Yeah, you can see in that sketch. Yep. I would put like the top line, the whole top of her nose would be boxed, and then I would just draw it down and be like, whoa, guys, look, it's not a flat face because there's a box like you told me to. I mean, to be fair, this is a step in the right direction for drawing a muzzle. Yeah, you know. It was a little too on the nose. Yeah. No pun intended. It was very boxy. I didn't do any like fixing it. I would draw the box and be like, it's a box. That means it's a muzzle. Yeah. But muzzles can be softer than that. Some of them can be boxy, don't get me wrong, but they're not like a box. They are not a box, that is true. Huckle Buckle. I didn't know how to draw dogs. Fun fact. Yeah. She's so soggy in this final thumbnail. Oh my god. I know. Season 2 is when I don't have as many sketches because I was doing pieces. Yeah. So this was Goldie's new design for season 2. She's still got the box. We're still in the box era. We're still in the box era, but that's okay. I also drew her with square goggles and then realized they were supposed to be round, and then I just didn't want to redraw it, and so I said round goggles. But then the round goggles exploded anyways. She was given square goggles, so it's like the universe slapped her in the face. It said no round goggles, only square ones. But I really like the outfit I gave her in this. I was figuring out how to put shoes on furry characters at this point, which now I do a lot. Yeah. Sometimes I'll give them open-toed, sometimes I'll give them closed-toed, but season 2 Goldie got open-toed shoes. Which look pretty sick, I gotta say. I like them. It's really a good outfit. A steampunk vibe for her. Steampunk Goldie rocks. And then we've got this. Yes. So this was before season 2 started, and I had gotten an iPad. I got an iPad. And I got Procreate on my iPad. And this was my first ever drawing in Procreate. And you can tell because I went crazy. You were like, oh my god, there's so many cool effects. Let me use all these lighting effects. Oh my gosh. Yep. was like, there's so many brushes. But I do really like this. I like this angle and pose.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're finally getting some good places with how I'm framing the actual drawing.
Working with your perspective.
I drew this while listening to I think it's called When I Was Done Dying, a song on repeat.
Ooh.
So if you guys want to know what vibe I was in when I drew this, just go listen to
When I Was Done Dying.
I think that's the name, and if it's not the name, it's a lyric. So by your mom.
Oh fuck!
Spotify. Open my Spotify. Making me do things.
You can't just mention a song and that you were listening to on repeat for a for a drawing.
When I Was Done Dying, Dan Deacon.
Dan Deacon.
Deacon.
Okay.
But I loved it because it actually really works well for Goldie. Like, if you listen to the lyrics, you're gonna be like, what? And then you'll see why I was obsessed and had to draw this art piece for her.
That's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you just find a song that gets in your brain. And then you have to.
This drawing and that song, me repeating it while working on this, is why that song ended up as my #1 song on Spotify Wrapped that year.
You were like, I listened to it for 10 hours straight.
And then I never listened to it. Well, I mean, I still listen to it occasionally, but I didn't listen to it for a long time after.
That's how it is.
It would have evened out, but no.
Nope. It was just that much. And then we've got another laid out Goldie here with broken goggles.
So this is when she exploded. Remember those nice round goggles that I forgot to draw?
Yeah.
It doesn't freaking matter because again, she blew up. Again, I really enjoyed drawing scenes from Spellbound, and this is when I decided, like, I think I still did after stream doodles whenever we used to end Spellbound and then all get in a call and talk about it.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of doodles then, but I started doing a lot more finished pieces rather than just, oh, here's my doodle where they float in space. It was like, well, I could actually go insane. So this has a background, this has lighting. I don't like rocks. I don't like rocks.
Rocks are tough.
Yeah. This is a scene where I'm upgrading myself. I'm doing full-fleshed like illustrations, not just doodles, which helped a lot with like just all-around drawing.
And then, then we've got Goldie and definitely SB Sky and not Sal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olive's obsession.
This is another piece where I was like, I like this scene. Let me draw it in detail. Because I hadn't been doing a lot of like coloring. I was like going crazy with coloring during season 2.
Yeah.
I would do the color, I would do the shading, I would do the, this is actually funny, I didn't realize till just now. I was doing shading and then I would do a color around the shaded parts.
Yeah.
Like a darker color or whatever.
You lined all your shading. I did that in
my most recent art piece again.
Oh.
I did that during Spellbound and then I stopped doing it. But then in my most recent commission, where I colored it, I did it. I didn't do it as like, cell shaded and like clear as this. I added some more like rendering to it, but it's there. It showed back up. And I didn't even realize that till just now.
That's, everything comes back around.
It's a full circle.
And then we've got traumatized Goldie.
Yeah, I used this actually as a, I drew this in between one of the episodes and I used it as a new starting screen, I believe.
Ooh.
That's why there's so much space on the one side. It's where chat went.
Yep.
I was doing, like full-fledged drawings in between episodes. I was also doing a lot of animatics at this time.
Yes,
so there's not as many sketches because a lot of them ended up being like animatics, which if you're curious, Chad, just go to my YouTube. I recently, a few months ago, posted a video of all my unfinished Spellbound animatics. So you can see it there. There's so
many.
So many.
Yeah, people were going crazy with the animatics at that time.
I did also make an entire anime intro for season 2 of Spellbound.
You did.
Yeah. So this was the first season 2 thumbnail.
Out in front of the new house.
It's so
behind
different
the new house.
From previous thumbnails.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat, like there's so much more to it. I shaded them. I was going crazier with these ones. So it was really good. And then my favorite one, I still like my favorite one.
This one?
Yeah. To be fair, I also really like the dog one, but the dog one is like she's covered in blood, so I was like, I'll do this one.
With the ghost hands.
With the ghost hands.
Claimed
yes.
by the demon.
I actually turned all of these into stickers, and I think they're actually still up.
Ooh.
I don't think I gave you a link to where you can get those, though, so
is it
anyone's interested.
probably, is it on your card?
No, I think it's fourth wall, which I don't think I added to my card because
You should really put your fourth wall on your card.
I don't believe in being smart.
You've got both your TikToks, you got VJ and Blue Sky Patreon and Twitch. But merch, we don't know her.
And then if people want stickers from Spellbound, every thumbnail from season 2, I believe I turn into a sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is my favorite one. I just really like the expressions. I don't know when this happened, but her box muzzle is gone.
Yeah, you
But
just
I feel like she
you
flattened
upgraded
a little bit again.
Yeah. I mean,
She flattened a little bit again, but I'm kind of glad the box is gone.
yeah.
If you look at her side profiles, I do actually draw like a muzzle. It's really just like straightforward. I'm still struggling.
And that's okay.
I was just adding the like on top line, kind of like what your model has right now. And I was like, that's it. I'm calling
That's
it a
all
day.
I need. But yeah, I mean, even in the course of season 2, like looking at the first sketch of season 2 Goldie versus this last thumbnail is crazy. It was genuinely, Olive's art went so on steroids during Spellbound. It was crazy.
And I think it's because I didn't do fan art when I was younger because I was always too nervous about it. So there was never anything that I was like, I have to draw, I want to draw all this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't drawing other people's characters either. So it was like only mine and only like the body types and stuff that I did. And then Spellbound was like, well, here's something you can draw fan art for because you're in it and you're not as nervous. And now you gotta learn how to draw boobs and like body weight.
That's true.
Stayed up one night till 3 a.m. with Coda, learning how to draw fat people.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't good at it. And a lot of people, I don't think people start very good at it. I have a few sketches with SB Sky where I look back and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Blow me up.
But you learned and you got better, which is what's important.
Yeah. And so after Spellbound ended,
Yeah.
I was still like in the pits chat. And I
Yep.
was like, I can't let this go. And I love Goldie so much. And what happened was I decided I want to do a story of my own. I don't want to do like Minecraft roleplay. I want to draw them. I want to write about them. And so I began to make a little something called Scorched Rune. It is a comic / manga. It's drawn in a manga style now. When it first started, it was a bit more comic style, but it only went 4 pages. I realized I like manga style much more.
You were like, actually, no more coloring, only shading.
Actually, only shading. I was originally going to follow closer to Goldie again as the main character, and she ends up going to like be in the Nether with the like piglins. So I was like, let me make like some of my own piglins, blah, 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 which is where we get. This is why I stayed up till 3 one night figuring out fat people, because piglins are big.
They are
piglins
big.
Are my big guys.
Yeah.
So and they're not called piglins anymore.
Now they're called Borlians.
Scorched Rune took on its own character to the point where I don't even really consider it linked. Like it's linked to Spellbound in the sense of inspiration, but you cannot connect the stories. Like the world and the stories are too different. You might have a few characters that exist, like Goldie exists in both, but it's not really.
But it's not the same version of Goldie, really. It's like an entirely unique version.
I would love to draw the 2 Goldies next to each other because Spellbound Goldie despised magic. Scorched Rune Goldie is not the same. I'm not gonna go into details, but she's not the same.
Exciting, very exciting.
But yeah, so I had to make piglins, which then became Borlians, their own species, and they're big guys. Their literal beauty norms are like, if you're bigger, then you're like the healthier, you're more beautiful. That's what you need to be. The skinnier you are as a Borlian, it's like, why are you ugly? Why are you ugly?
You're not gonna survive here. You don't have any muscle. You don't have any fat to keep you alive.
So this is Devibolt. He is the father of the main character Scorched Rune, which is no longer Goldie. It is actually Goldie's firstborn son, Lanti. We love him. But this is Devibolt. This is my first time making a reference for him. And at this point, I was like, I understand, like, people gotta be big. Round. But I wasn't doing like a lot of like actual like, I just knew to make them big and round, which wasn't bad, but I could get better. So the next thing I have pulled up is the most recent Devi Bolt.
Yeah, so cool.
Yes, so I love him so much. He's brown, he's chunky. I feel like his arms like look a lot better. They got some weight to them. I love him so much. I love him. I drew this on stream, and I drew him shirtless at one point, and then I gave him what is it called, a harness, because we were talking about
Markiplier.
So I drew him shirtless with a harness, and my entire chat was going awooga.
Yeah,
it's really funny.
Yeah, husband material.
His design has improved so much. The way I draw. Look at that snout.
Yeah.
Look at that snout.
Snout upgrades, baby.
It like exists.
Snout upgrades on the Borlian, but also even on your like your wrap, your like hell creature cat wrap, which is so cool.
I figured it out.
Yeah, you
Take
did.
a closer look at that snout.
Absolutely.
Yup.
Take a closer look.
Figured out, and I'm not perfect. I still have like days where I'm trying to draw my characters, and I'm just like, why do you look like this? Why do you have a snout? But I've definitely figured out a lot better. And you'll see in some of the pages that I've gotten chosen for Scorched Rune, the improvement of me going from they're a little bit flat to
yeah, so we've got even this one, like, so early Scorched Rune layout.
This is a very... So before I started posting my Scorched Rune pages, I had sketched, I think, about 16 rough pages like this. And I thought that was good. I was like, yeah, I've got a story laid out. I've got some pages sketched. I've got material. Let me tell you, when I actually started posting, it did not go that route. The current chapter of Scorched Rune, I now consider to be chapter 0 / a pilot chapter. We're getting close to the end of it, but the writing for it and the early art for it is at a point where I'm like, it's not wrong, but it's gonna be better when we get to the next chapter.
Interesting.
So, if you like how Scorched Rune is looking, this is literally just a setup. Like, once I finish this and our next chapter happens, I think you're gonna really like it.
Let's plug. Oh, there we go. Olive has a Patreon, which just has a big green bar at the top. Olive, we got to work on some branding here, okay? Olive has a Patreon. I know you like green, but we need to, this doesn't tell people, none of this tells people what they're getting out of this.
It tells them green.
It tells them green.
I'm so green.
So Olive has a Patreon here, and for just $5 a month, you can get early access to all the pages of Scorched Rune and like works in progress and things like that, I think, if you want to talk a little bit about it.
If you subscribe to the Patreon, you do get like early stuff. You can see sketches, like extra and all that kind of stuff. If you're not, like, pages themselves on their like release day are free. Like, you don't need to be subscribed. It's overall a free story. It's just if you want to help support.
So basically, you should absolutely support.
You should. I am unemployed right now, I will say. I lost my job to AI.
AI took Olive's job, and now she is dedicated to art full time.
Dedicated to my storytelling and my art, etc., etc. But there is my Patreon if you're interested in Scorched Rune. I did recently make an account on a different website called Manga Draft for a different reason we'll get into in a second.
Yes.
But I am going to start putting my Scorched Rune pages there as well. And that is a site like specifically for posting manga and whatnot. So it'll be there. It'll be here. This is where you'll be able to get more of the extra content. There will just be the pages that are already up.
We love to support artists.
We love
But yeah, I love that you can see at the bottom where you're like, yes, color, and then you're like, fuck that shit, we're going full manga.
Gosh, I got out of color so fast, you guys. It just took way too long. And I was still figuring out everything to the point where color was just pulling it down too much.
Yeah.
This is one of my first few manga style pages.
Yeah.
And you can see them faces be a little flat.
Now, I love the faces in this one, though. I think this one has
don't
some
think they're
really
bad.
great expressions in it.
I do like making the faces kind of flat when it comes to focusing on the expressions.
Yeah.
And I will occasionally just be like, sacrifice the snout definition for the sillies.
Yeah, exactly.
So I still love this middle panel of his face.
I know, I love this
so
middle
good.
panel too. I think it's really good. I love all three of these along the side here are so great, but this one in particular I really enjoy, you know. And I do think that is kind of like a part of the manga style, is that like having your serious style and then having the, you know, we simplify for the sillies version. And I think this is a great example of that. But yeah, definitely check out Olive's Patreon. Help support an artist whose job got taken by AI. I clicked back too far. I just need Olive's Patreon. There we go. Yeah, fuck AI. Yeah.
We hate AI. We hate
AI.
household. I'll work on my branding. I'll brand better. I'll brand
just
better.
a little bit, just a little bit more, you know, like making some like tier art for the like become a member,
Yeah,
you know. But we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Unfortunately, so bad at branding. I can draw.
Mm-hmm.
I can't promote and brand myself.
I know
Like
we had to.
passive.
We did convince Olive to make a Scorched Rune specific TikTok, which
There
you can
is a
also.
TikTok.
You should also follow the Scorched Rune TikTok and
TikToks
interact.
Are very fun.
They're very fun. I've got all. You can see people liking my Technoblade stuff over here. That's so funny. The Dream SMP is back. I have been getting so much interaction on my old Technoblade stuff. I feel like
it is back. It's cracking me up.
yeah, I feel like people are like they're hitting nostalgia for 2020 again, and now they're coming back to look up all my old TikToks. It's so funny.
I got asked how my job got taken by AI.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk vaguely about that?
Yeah. I think what I did was like your normal graphic design stuff, like web design based though. And the place I worked at simply was like, we're just gonna half our workforce and we're just gonna use AI.
Yep.
However, I wasn't fired actually. All my coworkers that did design were fired. They kept me because they wanted me to be the one who worked with the AI. And I had to say no. So I actually quit rather than being fired. Still lost to AI, but I didn't get unemployment because I had to quit. So that's unfortunate. I was basically put in the position of either you quit and leave today or you wait it out till the end of the year and see how you're feeling, is what I was offered.
Yeah.
And I quit. I left that very day.
Yeah. And specifically because they were like, oh, we're going to fire everybody who's your senior. And when Olive told all of us that, we were like, oh, they fired everybody that was more expensive than you. And then they were going to pile a team's work. Yeah.
I was the one making the least out of my coworkers that were fired, so.
Yep. They were gonna pile a whole team's worth of work on you and pay you as little as physically possible to do it. And that's shitty.
And I just said I'm gonna have to go, which was really freaking tough.
Absolutely.
But yeah, now I'm just doing a lot of art, so any support is appreciated.
Yeah. So definitely check out the Patreon. Check out the Scorched Rune TikTok. Olive does some
VGen. I do commission.
Yes, that's true. I've got the VGen right here as well. Check this out. You can get a custom manga page, a 6-panel manga page from Olive.
You can get manga pages from me. It's true.
Yeah, absolutely amazing if you want like some cool manga content for like your VTuber debuts. Because I know we've got lots of people in streaming. Olive does a bunch of illustrations and stuff. There's one that I commissioned of Talim and Nock because I'm ill.
It was so fun to do though.
It's so good. It's so good. And lots of Elena for Flam in here too, of illustrations and ref sheets.
Elena is so fun.
Olive's prices are also really, really good. I mean, 6 emotes for $50 is a great deal. The doodle pages are super fun. I've commissioned a lot of doodle pages from Olive.
You've commissioned so many doodle pages. They're great though.
They're so fun. They're so fun. They have so much character and personality.
Doing them because, especially if I know your character or if you like, if
Give
I
a good
don't
description.
Know you, if you tell me a good description, I will put my own little like words on there, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. I did one recently that was
There's a Dr. Echoes
Goldie.
one too.
Goldie. Oh, it's this one you're looking at right now.
Goldie and Elle.
Goldie.
Yeah.
My favorite one on there is the like girls only and Goldie just going, sucks to be dad.
Yeah. It's so cute. It's so adorable. I die. I perish.
They are very fun to do, and they don't take long to do either, so like they're one of my popular ones.
Lots of good options, definitely.
A really good Lonti, like if you pull up that Lonti page.
Yeah, this one.
This is a really fun. Another thing with this first chapter and why it's such a pilot is his outfit and design changes a little bit throughout the first early pages until they settle. And the first time I drew him, before he was a main character, I gave him like this like snuggy kind of outfit that was really dark.
So cozy.
It's cute, but it's not. It just wasn't working. Like, especially if you gotta draw it and shade it, it's like it's not gonna work. So as I started drawing, I realized, oh, I need this to have a better silhouette, et cetera, et cetera. And so you can see on the other side where I did a lot more work on like, oh, his outfit, his shoes, actually giving him some better just design in general, I think.
Yeah.
And you can also see how I changed a little bit drawing the snouts. He had I did really big,
wide,
big noses, wide noses. Yeah. And eventually I narrowed it down a little bit more. I think they're so cutesy.
Very cutesy. Big upgrade, I think. You've also got a lot more personality in the newer faces versus the original.
Yeah.
Like you get
a lot of
much more expressive.
Like, expressive work.
Yeah. Which is, it's part of learning. And then we've got a couple of the pages in here, which you guys can go through and read everything, like we said, on Olive's Patreon.
I added these just to show, like, this one, the noses were fine. I think Lonti has always been fine, honestly. Yeah. It was mostly the adult characters for being, like, bigger, like, grown Borleans. I think they needed more definition. And while the flat face worked fine on Lonti because he's like a little kid, it didn't work. Like this guy, he looked a lot better in later pages. Lonti was always good enough.
I love the texture of this background though. Like
this is one of my play around stages of it. This is what I was trying to do. So there's a way to do manga pages where when you do a background, you just take an image, like a real actual image, and you can just turn it into something that works. And that's what I did for this background. I drew the front stuff myself. I drew the whole,
all the fruits.
Eventually got to the point where I just draw everything now because they don't mesh very well when I do two different styles in my opinion.
Okay.
But this is one of my heavy, like, figuring out how I do manga backgrounds.
Yeah. And, we've got a colored one here. We're jumping back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be number 5, but whatever. This was my second page, and this is when I was more American comic styled, which I realized I just don't like. Yeah. And this page, I really like this one because if you go back to the old sketch one, it includes the bullies as well.
Oh.
And the bullies look so much better. And I know the bullies are just sketched lightly on the old draft page, but it also shows how I got better at, like, bodies and just drawing actual
the bullies. Look at the
bullies.
That's a big bully upgrade here. Huge bully upgrade.
Huge bully upgrade. Look at them.
They have character designs and sass.
I love them. I will say I have a friend in real life who's like freaked by Borlean hands. So Lonti has normal fingers. He's got all 5. Borleans have 2 thumbs and 2 fingers. And it freaks him out. And he's like, I love your art. I love what you do. But my fight or flight kicks in when I see their hands, this is what their hands look like.
Yep. You've got a perfect panel for that. 2 thumbs and 2 fingers.
Are the people scared? People,
I'm getting grabbed. I'm being grabbed by the Borleans. What's the consensus? How do we feel?
What's the consensus? Because I'm like, if this really is uncomfortable, I can like work on it because this is just a pilot.
No, but I think
won't
it's
mind
interesting
changes.
though. I mean, I think the point is the point not that it's supposed to make you a little uncomfortable? Like it's meant to be.
They're not humans.
Yeah, exactly.
So my reasoning with Scorched Rune's whole existence as well is it's a fantasy story without humans.
Yeah.
Like there's no humans. There's humanoids, but there's no humans in this story. Because I think we deserve that.
Yeah, I think we deserve that too.
I'm tired of all these fantasies where humans are the main character. No, we freaking ain't.
Yeah. Also, the motion on this piece, like the way you did the line art is so cool.
Yeah, this was my first piece really messing with motion. And the bottom panel, I think, is one of my favorite panels to this day.
Yeah, it's the
Scorched
TikTok
Rune.
profile.
It is, yeah.
That's how you know it's your favorite. When it becomes the profile icon, that's how you know.
That's how you know. I liked his face there.
Yeah,
and
it's a good
last thing
face.
I put on here is one of the recent pages. It's page 22.
Ah.
And it's a good background one.
It is a good background one.
Yeah, it shows you how I kind of do backgrounds now. It's got some good action.
Yeah.
Woo, right in there.
Yeah, you know, we gotta get in with the texture.
And it shows you their faces have a bit more oomph to them.
Yeah.
But it was because of my coworkers I added in that panel of Lonty ducking down.
Oh.
Because one of my friends said when he was reading it, it felt more like he's getting pushed, and he wasn't sure at first.
Oh, because the hand is coming from behind to push him.
But what's happening is that Lonte's hitting the hand away and ducking down.
Yeah, okay.
So I added that panel because I was like, oh, well, if there's a little bit of unsurety, I will fix it.
Yeah.
I just love that I can draw snouts now.
You did it!
I did it.
Okay, and then we gotta touch on your most current project.
My most current project I recently completed. It's called A Bird Out of Hand. I made this for a manga contest, and it is currently in public voting. So if you're curious, you can click that link, you can give it a read, and you can even leave me a vote, and, you know, support.
Wait, just Google Translate that to English? For some reason, Google Translate... It wants French.
Well, you can change. You can change it to English on the website, but it spawns you in French. I think the website was made French first, and then they added English. But they just really want you to be French.
Yeah, so you can read the comic and vote for it on this website. When does the voting end? And
voting ends, I believe it's July 20th voting ends.
Okay.
And then it goes to jury vote.
Okay.
And then results will be early August. The joke I kept making with Coda was this is my last contribution to Pride Month because Coda kept going, what's going on between these two girls? And I'm like, well, there's nothing explicit.
But it's pride. It's pride, okay?
Well, one of my favorite details is in like page 2, you can see that the main girl wears like a little bird keychain. And then on like page 8, you see that the side character girl starts wearing it as a necklace. And Coda was like, it's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
That is.
But I enjoyed working on this. It was a project where I was like, let's do some human characters. My main series is all like animals, but I want to do some humans. I want to do something different. I drew birds for the first time on this. I had to get a lot of help, Sky, thank you, with drawing.
I was happy to help.
Because Phoenix is a big part of the story. And
Olive hasn't drawn a lot of birds.
I didn't grow up drawing birds.
And I am SkyTeaa notorious bird drawer. I actually
I was desperate.
You drew cats when you were a kid. When I was a kid, my parents got me one of those bird feeders that's like a one-way bird feeder that you attach to your window so that I could draw the birds while they landed and
so
ate.
Fun.
Yeah, I drew lots of like mourning doves and things like that.
Cute.
Yeah, so
yeah, this one shot was a lot of like, let me do things I've never done. So I did birds, did a bird. Didn't do humans in my main series, so here's my one shot with humans. I hadn't done a modern city background before, so we got a city background.
Yeah, you've done a lot of fantasy work. I am obsessed with this panel of the phoenix
That's
grabbing.
That's why I included this. This is like one of my favorite panels.
I love the texture on the feet. It's so good. And Ugh, I eat it for breakfast.
This is another page where I met up with my friends because we didn't have jobs and we were just hanging out still. And I was like, okay, guys, I know we're not working together anymore, but that doesn't save you from my manga. That was just look. And I was told on the thumbnail that I had made, the rough draft of this page, my friend was not sure what was going, like what happened. Like he couldn't tell that she was getting grabbed. So I rearranged this page entirely so it's very obvious.
Yeah, that bird's gonna fucking get her. For sure.
Okay, bye girl, goodbye.
Bye.
And then this is my favorite background of the
whole freaking cityscape here.
Yup. And we actually have some little characters. So we have a Goldie Easter egg and an SB Flam Easter egg.
Yep, SB Flam right here. Yeah.
We got Stella from like your D&D that you're in.
Yeah.
And then the little kobold fella is actually just a character from Star that when I went in the Discord and asked for random characters, that was one I got. And I went, why the heck not?
I'll add him in.
So a little fun Easter egg there. I really like this one.
Good stuff.
And that's where she's wearing the necklace. That was the keychain.
Yeah, the bird necklace. It all comes back around.
It all comes back around. She also has a big boobs. Couldn't have done that in the past.
Yonka badonkers. Yeah, we talked about your improvement with boobs, and there they are. There they are. Gosh. We got boobs.
Yup, crazy. Yeah, I designed the two characters to be very opposite from each other. If you pull up their little like designs on the
right
first
here.
image. And this was not intentional. I didn't realize it till later. But I gave her like, and they're not as obvious in this either. They happened as I was drawing the comic. She got big bahonkers and our main girl is like really flat.
Yep, yeah. I feel like that's a classic, like she's sort of big titty goth girl, and then you've got kind of sporty, light-haired, you know, flat-chested girl. It's a classic dynamic, I think, between two lady best friends they might kiss kind of situation.
I love them, Your Honor. Anala is the name of the main character. Girl B is never given a name in the one-shot itself, but we called her Brooke. We called her Girl B, and then later she got called Brooke, so...
I love that. I love that.
Again, and if you read it, you're gonna see why Coda kept being like, so what's going on? Yep.
So, like, what's happening between these two?
Read it and find out what's going on. It's like, again, it's not explicit, but when you read through it, it's like...
Maybe it should be.
I had 9 pages. I could.
9 pages of girls kissing. That's what we needed.
The thing with this one too is, so it was like 8 to 16 pages was the amount to do. And the reason I made it so short is because one thing I've been working on a lot with my storytelling is how to just get to the point. Yeah. And that's one thing that I don't like about early pages of Scorched Rune. I drag them on a bit too much. Pilot Scorched Rune chapter is longer than the chapters that are written for chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, like that I already have written. It's because I was just doing too much. I realized I just need to like get the details, and dialogue needs to be important basically every time it's spoken. And so when I made this one shot, I was like, everything I include is just going to be what's important. We're not going to like fluff it up like I always tend to do. Yeah. So it was also practice for just how to write a concise story that's possible to make in a time frame.
I think that's something that you just, when you start with storytelling, it's something you just improve on slowly over time. Like, everyone starts off just being a bit too wordy, I think. And you have to, you know, it takes practice to understand how to like trim down, because writing a story and illustrating a story are two incredibly different skills. And I think it shows, and getting input from other people to understand where you need to improve is huge. Absolutely. Definitely check out Olive's Patreon. whether you follow or whether you help pay Olive's bills a little bit, contribute a little, or check out the VGen commissions, of course, if you want some custom work. Lots of options available. Olive's got everything open. $80 for a ref sheet is a great deal, by the way. A lot of your stuff is very fairly priced. Yeah.
I'm probably going to add a new type of commission soon, where it's character tweening animation, like what I did for Art Fight.
Yeah! Oh my god. I'll be on top of that so fast.
Yes. So my current, my recent Art Fight that I made was basically just, I took a character,
let me see if I...
tweened them. Yeah, it's on my main
Yeah, it's on your main TikTok. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. So if you like this kind of look, you want your character to do this.
Yeah, a little bouncing, a little tweening animation.
Will open soon. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I feel like animation commissions are always in really high demand, especially in the streaming community. Like doing or offering something like this with a background that people could use for, you know, starting soon screens and stuff like that would be huge. Olive, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for chatting with us. It's been absolutely wonderful. But check out TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all those places for short form content. And I might even, I'm thinking about trying to get us up on Spotify too, so you can listen instead of look. Unfortunately, if you're listening instead of looking, you're gonna miss out on a lot because we talk a lot about artwork that's visible on the screen.
If you see pictures in your head, unlike me, you might be fine.
True. You have to see pictures in your head, just like or not like Olive. No, Immediately got it wrong there.
Immediately started to cry.
I loved getting to deep dive into your artwork. It was so fun. Oh my goodness. I love that so much of people's old art is just a universal experience, I think. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Like, you should never feel embarrassed about your old art because we all did the exact same thing as you. It's just
eating dying cats?
Yeah. Did you know?
Wow! I can't believe we all did that.
We all did dying. Well, I don't know if we all kill our OCs like you do, but I do think we all torment our OCs, you know? Art is how we process, and that's beautiful. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time.